Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Profotech Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning WordPress Plugin Development tutorial from scratch, and this is part 26 of this video session series in which we are going to discuss about assets libraries, how can we make those set of files into our plugin, as well as we need to include of that. Okay, so basically we need to include or download some set of assets file, you can say like JavaScript files and CSS files for our plugin. So if you are a beginner guys from this video session, then I strongly suggest that please watch our part 24, 25 of this video session series, where we have introduced a custom plugin that we are making right now. Okay, in our last video sessions we have introduced our plugin with comment section, as well as we have defined some constants to our plugin. Okay, so basically in these video sessions we need to download these files. Okay, we need to make use of all these files before making our custom plugin, like jquery.min.js, bootstrap files, validation files, datatable, as well as notifyBar. Okay, so basically this file is default provided by WordPress. Okay, so no need to download this file. So basically we need to download like bootstrap.js, validation.js, datatable and notifyBar. In slash I have written about the minified version of this file. Okay, bootstrap.js or you can also download bootstrap.min.js. Functionality of these two files will be the same. It depends upon the minified version of these plugin files. Okay, so these are the JavaScript libraries files that we need to download, as well as we need to make a custom JS file. Okay, where we will handle our AJAX request. So this is our custom JS file that we will make. And next, the thing that we need to do about the assets CSS files we need to download. So these are the CSS files that we need to download and set up with that plugin. And also we will make our custom plugin in case we need to change any design. Okay, so let's download all these files and make use of in our plugin. So first, bootstrap.js. To download that file, if you go to the Bootstrap official website like bootstrap.com/docs3.3 getting started. Okay, I will provide each and every link of downloading set of files into the description section of this video link. Okay, so from this link you can download bootstrap.min.css, okay, as well as bootstrap.min.js. So how can we download? Just copy this link. Okay, just I'm copying this CDN link, paste into the browser and just enter. Okay, so basically it contains the whole code of bootstrap.min.js. You need to right click on that and save as. Okay, so you need to save into your custom plugin directory structure that we have created so far. So this is all about the bootstrap link. Okay, by the help of its CSS link and JavaScript link, you can download from it here. Okay, so let's back to the another like validation.js. This JS basically provides the validation form fields to our form that we will make. Okay, so to download validation.js, you need to go to Google and type validation.min.js, or either you type validation.js. Okay, this is the website that you could get like jquery.validation.org. okay, so just you need to click on that. When you click on that, it gives you the repository path of that JS files that we need to use. Okay, so just scroll down. Here is the demo section, or you can download from download section. Okay, so just I'm clicking on demo section. Here is the demo section. You can see that it has provided a demo of the validation fields. Okay, so just Ctrl U or right click on that and view page source. Just click on jquery.validate.min.js. okay, and this is the validation file that we need to use. Okay, so just right click on that and save as. Okay, you can download this file from here. Now the next thing that we need to see about the use of data tables. Okay, so to download datatable.js file, we need to go to Datatable's official website. Okay, datatables.net. Here you can find the CDN links that it has provided, like CSS CDN link and JS CDN link. Just you need to copy this link and paste into the browser. Once you paste, it gives you the whole code of jquery.dataTables.min.js. So we need to download all these two files, okay, JS file as well as CSS files. So by make use of this official website, you can download the datatable assets file from these links. Okay. Now the next thing is jquery.notifyBar.js, which basically gives the notification that we have created our book, updated our book. So all these notifications we will get by the make use of this JS file as well as this CSS file. Okay. So how can we download these two files? So just go to Google, type notifybar.css. Here is the link GitHub that you can find, like github.com/dknight/jquery.notifybar. Okay, just I'm clicking on this link. After clicking on this link, you can find the Git repository of jquery.notifybar. Okay, I will drop the link into the description section. Don't worry about that. And now we can download our JS file like jquery.notifybar.js from here. Okay, just right click on that, and this is the JS file that it actually provides. Okay, here is the code that we can find. Just I'm clicking on raw. Okay, and just you need to make save as. Okay, and you can download all these codes into your local system. And one thing guys, you need to keep in mind that when you are making any custom plugin in your project, in your any field, then you need to make all the third-party URLs. These are all the third-party assets file that we are going to make use of that. Okay, so you need to download all these files into your local folder, into your plugin folder, such that while requesting or while running our custom plugin, it does not make any custom request to the third-party URL. Otherwise internet speed will be required in that condition. Okay, so to make the performance faster of our custom plugin, we need to make use of all the third-party URLs to download and save into our localhost folder. Okay, so this is how we can download jquery.notifybar.js file. Okay, so it's the same process that you need to follow while case in CSS. Just I'm clicking on CSS folder, and this is the jquery.notifybar.css file that you need to download. Okay, so these all files guys I have downloaded into our system. Just I'm clicking on CSS folder. Here is the file. Okay, and here is the JS file that we have created so far. Okay, so just I'm clicking on that, and let's make a custom CSS file like style.css. Okay, and for JS, let's say script.js. Let's say script.js. Okay, so these two files basically handles our custom properties that we need to provide. Okay, styles and scripts. So get rid of all these codes. Okay, save this file, and then now we have seen about the assets libraries, and also we have downloaded into our local host folder. Okay, and now the next thing we need to include that downloaded files to our plugin. Okay, so let's use of that. So first we need to make a function in our plugin's main file that we have created. Okay, so let's say function my book includes assets, and all we need to bind this function with add action function, in which we are going to use about the init action hook. Okay, init action hook to include our assets file when our plugin initializes first, and the second parameter is the function name that we have created. Okay, so just copy this name and paste within this quotation. Okay, so we have added our action hook. Let's define a function called wp-include script. Okay, first you need to include the style file. So to make include your CSS files into your plugin, you need to use wp-include style. Okay, and for JavaScript files we need to use include script. Okay, by the help of these two functions, this basically used to attach our CSS file, and this function is used to attach our JS file. Okay, by using these two functions we can attach our assets file to our plugin. Okay, so let's say about we are going to attach this CSS file. So just save this file, and let's say this is our bootstrap file. Okay, so bootstrap, and the next we need to provide the plugin URL that we have created. Just to make a copy of that and paste it here. And after getting the path of this my books, we need to go into the assets folder /css folder, and within the css folder we will find about the bootstrap.min.css file. Okay, and next empty values. So here we have attached our css file of bootstrap.min.css with our plugin. Okay, my plugin URL, assets, and this all. Now the next, we can see our next css file like datatable. Okay, so just make use of that datatable, and within css folder we have jquery. What is the name of this file? jquery.dataTables.min.css. Okay, so jquery.min.dataTables, okay, min.css. So we have attached this file also. And now the next thing that we need to include our notify bar. Okay, so let's include notify bar, and within our plugin directory, within assets folder, css folder, and it's jquery. Okay, get rid of min from here. It's jquery.datatables.min.css. Okay, and next we need to include jquery.notifyBar. Okay, jquery.notifyBar.css. Here is the name that you can find. Okay, and now we need to include our custom css that we have created. Okay, like style, and it is style.css. Okay, so get rid of notify bar, and here we have attached style.css. So all these 4 files we have attached with our plugin, like by using make use of wp style, which basically contains the parameters like the id. Here is the plugin URL and the path of our plugin URL up to its folder structure, and here is pass empty values. Okay, so we have discussed about wp style and wp script in our previous video sessions when we have studied. Okay, so I am using only, so I am now attaching means bootstrap.js libraries files to our plugin. Okay, so let's include our bootstrap.min.js. so type bootstrap.min.js. this is the name only we are passing, and now the next we need to pass the path of our plugin file. Okay, so just I'm making a copy of that and paste here. It's take plugin URL, assets, and within JS folder, okay, we have file called bootstrap, and it's min.js. okay, and the now empty parameter, and we need this file to be in footer. Okay, to get the file in footer we need to pass true value. Okay, and just a semicolon here. So we have used our bootstrap file to our plugin. Okay, so to make use of another files, so this is how I have attached all the JS file into our file. Okay, so these all our scripts file, and these all our scripts, okay, and all above are our style files. Okay, so I have attached all CSS file and JS files in our plugin, like 5 and 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, no, it's not 5 because we have downloaded our jquery.min.js file also. Okay, so we don't want to include this file into our plugin because we know that jQuery actually file provided WordPress by default. So to only include that file within that into our plugin file, we need to make use of wp script and jQuery. Okay, we need to write only jQuery within that. By writing this name, actually WordPress picks the name and it automatically loads the jQuery file from its own folder. Okay, so we don't need to use jQuery min.js into our plugin. Okay, so just save this file, and this is the action that we have attached. After saving this file, go to our browser and refresh this page. Let's activate our plugin first. Just I'm clicking on my book. Plugin activated successfully. Okay, so just press Ctrl U to get source code. Type my book. Okay, just do hard refresh by pressing Ctrl F5. I am pressing Ctrl F5 and let's search my book. Sometimes it not works, guys, because yeah, these are files that we have included so far, like bootstrap, jquery.dataTables.min.css, and our custom style css. Just I'm clicking on this link and here is the file that we can see. Let's check jquery.dataTable.min.css. Also we have got notify bar and custom style. So all these files we have included to our plugin. Okay, so let's some JS files. Okay, into the footer section we can find all these files that we have saved. So just go to footer, and here is the footer section, guys, where you can find about the jQuery assets file that we have saved. Okay, like we need to pass a slash here, like book assets. So let's type slash here. Okay, so we need to pass a slash to separate the my book name from assets folder. Okay, so I have passed a slash / to our name, as you can find. Just I'm writing this all and Ctrl F5 to refresh. We are now get the slash here. Just I'm clicking on that, and here is the JS files that we have attached with our plugin. Okay, so all we have done now, we have included our assets file to our plugin file also. So to include a AJAX request, means in our upcoming videos we make a AJAX request in our plugin. To make a AJAX request in our plugin, we need to make use of AJAX URL. Okay, so first we need to define the AJAX URL into our plugin before using that. Okay, so just go to our plugin. Just I am typing WP localize script. Okay, and here you can find the handle name, something called script.js. Just you need to copy of that. This is simple, the handle name. Actually underneath you will find your AJAX URL. Okay, so just I am typing like AJAX URL, or you may say my book AJAX URL. Okay, and the next value we need to pass the value of that. Okay, so like admin URL, we need to use the admin AJAX path. Okay, so admin URL, and within this function let's pass admin ajax.php. Okay, so this is the simple handle name that you need to provide. This handle name actually refers that AJAX URL we need to find underneath of this file. Okay, and this is the name and this is the value. So you need to make use of WP localize script. Okay, so just save this file, go to browser and refresh your page by pressing Ctrl F5. So this is the my book AJAX URL you can find into your code. Okay, and this is AJAX URL. By the help of this URL, actually we will fire our AJAX request and we will handle into our library file also. Okay, so all the things, guys, that we have seen about that, how can we download our files, set up to our localhost, as well as we have included our libraries files into our plugin. So let's recap once more. WP include style is the function that you need to include your CSS file into your plugin. Okay, WP increase script, and basically you need to pass jQuery because WordPress has default provided jQuery library file. Okay, so you don't need to include that. If you include such type of file, then might be you face problem of confliction. Okay, and these all WP include script function is basically we have attached our JavaScript files into our plugin, and finally we have used our WP localize script to make our AJAX URL, which we will use in our next upcoming videos to make our AJAX URL request. Okay, and finally we need to action hook, means added this function that we have created with the action hook init. Okay, so these all the sessions guys that we have seen so far. In our next video session we will discuss more in that plugin. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.